Hello, hello, hello! We're so happy and excited to connect with you and to communicate with you in this way today. For 15 years, I taught English as a foreign language, and that was a lot of fun. And while I was doing that, I started to have a kind of awakening, and it began with just spontaneous ESP experiences. So that's what people refer to as extrasensory perception. So I would start to see energy, see colors around people, experience sleep paralysis and out-of-body experiences. I didn't know anything about these things, but I got really curious because I was experiencing it. So I started to research online, and that was like just diving into a rabbit hole. And I feel like I'm still in the rabbit hole, just diving deeper and deeper. It led me eventually to a path of spirituality, and what really resonated with my heart is I came across the teachings of Advaita, Vedanta, and non-duality. And I went to India about probably 2.5, 3 years ago. That was the first time I went to India, and while I was there, I had really a spiritual awakening, where I had a direct experience of recognizing my true nature as that which is beyond the physical form, beyond thought, beyond the manifest world. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit hard to put into words.
Yeah.
And that really, really changed my life in a big way. And it was clear that it wasn't aligned for me to work as a teacher anymore. But I didn't know what to do because I was living off my savings at that point, and my money was starting to run out. So I realized that I'm going to have to do something. I just didn't know what was aligned for me anymore. So one day I made a prayer, and I really prayed from my heart to God or the universe or the divine or whatever you want to call it. And I said, please guide me, please show me whatever you want me to do. I'm here, I will do anything. I just really wanted it to be in alignment with this higher truth, higher purpose. And I was so surrendered to doing anything. And the next day, I was in a very deep meditation, and the channeling just started spontaneously. It was like my body felt like it was so still and relaxed that it was all paralyzed. And I was just experiencing being as awareness beyond the body, and it felt like something opened up here, and I felt all this kind of energy and information wanting to come through. It was a bit like a tap had been turned on. Mm-hmm. And I just instinctively knew I was channeling. I don't know how I knew. It was like it just felt very natural somehow. Mm-hmm. And I started playing with it, and friends were asking questions. And in the beginning, it was kind of very slow.
We wish to extend our love and joy to you, and we are very happy to communicate with you in this way.
And the more I did it, it got more fluid.
And remember, we are here to support you through this transition, and we wish to remind you that you're doing great, you're right on track, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should.
I started putting videos on YouTube, and since then it's just kind of exploded. It's great, and I'm having so much fun with it still.
Mm-hmm. And it's like helping so many people, like all the information is so beautiful. And it's from the Pleiadians, is that right?
Yeah, I primarily channel a collective, themselves AIKON, AIKON. They actually don't have a name. They don't use sort of language like we do. Get names to refer to them as, because they know that we need names. Mm-hmm. and they exist in what they refer to as the 9th dimension. They say that we're in the 3rd dimension, and they're not physical beings, so they're just kind of energy. And I sometimes channel other beings as well, like archangels or Kuan Yin sometimes comes through.
Oh, wow.
But like 99% of the time I'm working with AIKON.
Mm-hmm. When you first started channeling them, was there just you said it was like more natural, or was there some kind of like question they gave you? Kind of like, is this something that you want to start doing? Like how did it actually like flow, I guess?
No, they didn't really ask me if I wanted to do it, but it was kind of clear for me that they weren't forcing this upon me. It was, it felt more kind of like meeting a new friend and just starting to chat. And where are you from?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Why are you contacting me? And and yeah, I guess I kind of feel like I built a relationship with them in a way. And I feel like I know them really well now.
We refer to ourselves as AIKON. We exist in the 9th dimension, in the location which you refer to on Earth as your Pleiadian star system. If you were to go there in the 3rd dimension, you would not find us, because we exist in a different realm of existence, a different plane. We can use this method to communicate with you through the realms. We do so because it is exciting for us, it is fun for us. We enjoy communicating with you. We enjoy sharing our perspective with you. We enjoy offering you support and guidance in life where you feel it can be helpful. We do not wish to tell you what to do or to tell you that we are right. We have all the answers, we know everything, for it is not so. We offer our perspective. It is most exciting for us to assist you in realizing the power you have within yourselves, because we notice that most of you on your planet are not aware of this infinite power which resides within you. This power which can be used to create whatever it is you wish to create. We feel that when more of you get in touch with this and start to live from this knowingness, this place, your planet will undergo a gigantic shift. And we feel this has begun. A shift in consciousness is currently underway, and it is most exciting for us and for many other beings to observe this, to assist in it however we can.
So how long have you been channeling?
I think it's about 2.5 or 3 years now.
And how has that changed your life or your mission now, I guess you could say?
Yeah, I feel like I'm living my dream life now. It's amazing. I feel so blessed that I'm just kind of traveling around the world, and I have the freedom to do this from wherever I go, and I'm meeting so many amazing people, and I kind of feel like I'm on a journey myself, and I'm growing at the same time as the channeling. So people who've been following my work or watched my earlier videos, they probably noticed that my channeling is changing as I'm changing.
Stop looking for yourself in the outside world, in books, in professional success, in getting recognition from others, in relationships. This search will never end. You must turn your attention around and find the one that is looking, the one that is looking for. You must find the one that wants to be motivated. And there you will find all your answers.
I love doing this work. For me, it's not even work. It's just like, it's just fun. And I just feel so grateful.
What's the stuff you feel like you've kind of learned throughout these 2 to 3 years for yourself?
The most important thing for me that has changed my life in really a profound way and it's changed me is what I was talking about earlier, this recognition of that which transcends the physical world, that the unchanging, which is ever present. And when we can drop fully into the present moment and recognize this pure awareness that's always here, and just to rest at that, then when I started living in that way and focusing my attention there, it's like I kind of surrendered to this higher power, to God, basically. I know some people don't like to use the word God because it's got religious connotation. So anyone listening, substitute that with the universe, love, the divine, whatever you want. I'm not talking about a magical man in the sky, but I think most people get that. And it's more like just experiencing a state of allowing, where that kind of allows life to unfold, and I'm just kind of feels like flowing with it, and it's supporting my every need and bringing magical synchronicities. And I just learned to really trust and surrender that, and rest in that state of awareness above all.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I feel like surrendering is definitely one of the challenges, but like once you do it, it's so amazing, like how everything changes.
Yeah, in the beginning it was really challenging. It was felt a bit like jumping off a cliff. Like, okay, if I do this now, like my mind would tell me, okay, this is a very stupid thing to do. Everything can go wrong. You can lose all your money. You're gonna have nothing. You'll be homeless, and all the fears you can imagine.
Totally.
But I think at some point there was just this force inside of me that it was like I just had to do it, and I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna surrender. And if I die, I die, or whatever happens, it's okay. And I jumped off the cliff, and I was caught. And each time I took that leap and committed to trusting and surrendering in that way, I was caught again and again. And sometimes really at the last moment, like the mind going crazy and feels like everything's gonna fall apart. But still saying, okay, I trust, I surrender. And now it's like I reached the point where I really trust it, so it's easier now.
Because there's a great imbalance in your society where the focus is on doing, talking. And you're walking with your friend and you experience 30 seconds of silence, and there's a great discomfort that arises. We must fill it, we must talk, what can I say? We invite you to bring more silence and more stillness into your lives. And a great way to do this is by becoming aware of your breath, of the movement of your breath, and simply following your breath. So when you're stuck in traffic, when there's a red light and you're late for an appointment, instead of getting yourself all worked up and stressed and caught up in your thoughts, oh, I'm going to be late, what's she going to say? She's going to be angry. Let yourself become still, follow the movement of the breath, and let the thoughts go crazy. Let the energy in your body move as it wants to. Because whether you are still in that moment and following your breath, or whether you are all stressed out, it is not changing the situation of that moment. But what it will change is the future that you are manifesting. Because right now, and in every moment, you are creating your own future based on your level of consciousness, your level of presence, your vibration. And the most effective way that you can get yourself on track, and by on track we mean aligned with your higher self, aligned with your higher purpose, on that path of your highest joy, your highest calling, is to be connected within yourself to your higher self. And the way to connect to your higher self is through the silence, through the stillness, through the heart, through allowing what is here.
Sometimes we have an idea in our mind that life should be this way, and then if it turns out differently, then the mind can judge that and say, oh, this is wrong, this shouldn't be happening, I'm not on my path now, I'm not aligned. But those kind of thoughts can bring suffering and stress. So with the perspective that whatever happens in life is there to serve us, and really just reflecting, like, what can I learn from this? What is this here to show me? Then everything that happens, even the biggest challenges, become gifts in disguise.
Yeah, it's almost like the bigger the challenge, the bigger the gift too.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
and
wow.
it's an invitation constantly to step up and meet that. As we do that, we grow and we come more into our power. Our true power, not the kind of distorted power where we're controlling other people and we're greedy, but a kind of very quiet, subtle.
It's like empowering in a way.
Yeah, a feeling of empowerment. Yeah, it's a beautiful natural power that we all have. To follow AIKON's teaching, which is not to make decisions based on thoughts and mind, but to make decisions, take actions based on how it feels and the heart. So for me, if something feels like I get a yes or a feeling of excitement, then it's like an indicator that I need to take action on this, and it's a following of this higher guidance or this flow of life it wants to express through us. And I think it's the natural way for us to live, like just as natural as if we feel like, oh, I'm thirsty. We don't sit down and think, should I go and get a drink? Or should I wait till later? If I go and get a drink, this problem can happen. We're just like, oh, I'm thirsty, and we go and get a drink. So it's like that instinct can be brought into every aspect of our life when we kind of stop identifying with the thoughts and recognizing that we're not the thoughts, we're separate from the thoughts, and they don't mean anything. They're just noise coming and going. And when we create that separation, then the thoughts actually begin to quieten down. And when they quieten down, there's much less noise here, and it's easier to hear this voice of inner knowing and intuition. It's like it's always there, just it becomes more apparent because the noise of the mind and the distortions gets quieter. Even like on a physical level, like consciously bring the attention and the energy into the physical body and relax and let everything open and breathe, then this energy flow on so many levels just kind of moves through us. And if we're all tense and tight and contracted, it's like everything's restricted and there's no flow. So with abundance, it's like it comes in, and then if we have thoughts or ideas like, I need to hold on to this, maybe I'll lose this, fears, it's constricting energy, and the flow can't keep coming. But if we say, okay, more is gonna come, I'm gonna let it go and just let that abundance flow to others without any fear, just a feeling of gratitude, then it flows right back. And it's like these cycles in life. And I guess it's the same with the example you gave, like I'm sharing this with others, and then I'm receiving a wisdom and guidance from other sources that's coming to me. So it's beautiful to be part of this dance of the universe with these flows in so many aspects of life.
Yeah, how do you describe icon to others? Like the energy and like how would you describe it?
I would say they're very high vibrational, really fun, very loving. Like people, many times they just feel the love that comes from Icon, and they start crying because it's so strong. And they're very empowering. So they really support us to get in touch with our own inner knowing and our own inner wisdom. And they just they're not gonna spoon feed us anything and let us be lazy and just get all the answers from them, because they say that they don't want to interact with us in that way. They don't want us to become dependent on them. They want to empower us to recognize that we have all these capacities and so much wisdom inside of us, and recognize our own power and express that.
The feminine energy is such that she simply remains still and allows. And as she allows, she receives whatever it is she needs. It magically comes to her without doing anything. The masculine energy is one of action, of movement, of creation. Not one is better nor worse than the other. When they work together in harmony, you can create together a beautiful, magical paradise on your planet. And that's what all of you really want. You're bumping heads at the moment because you haven't learned how to get in touch with your natural energetic flow and how to express it. And you will together learn how to co-create using your natural gifts. And it's a very beautiful thing.
Well, your support system and like your family or friends, are they very open to what you do, or is it still kind of new to them?
I think it's a little bit challenging for my parents, but they're very open and they really try to understand the best they can, and they listen to the channelings. And I'm so blessed to have really amazing friends. My partner supports me like amazingly. So I feel very blessed. Yeah.
No, that's so cool. Yeah, like channeling is such a unique thing, especially if your friends and family. It's definitely something that they'll probably be like, what? Like, takes them back a little bit.
It's
but
pretty
I think
far out.
Yeah, I mean, especially the stuff that you share and you talk about, it's almost like so you, but not you. So it's a little scary to some people. But in the end, it's still like, I just think it's amazing where it's like you go into it and then you like kind of come out and you're like, hi. That's what I think is so cool about it, because you're still there, but it's like, it's kind of shocking when you like come back and you're like, what?
Yeah, you can really see the shift, huh? When it's I come back as Louise.
Yeah.
For me, it's a bit like waking up from a dream. Like, oh, I take a moment. Where am I again? It's a bit like I'm in an altered state of consciousness, kind of.
I love that one video you did where you channeled the mountain, and like
the rock at Esvetra.
The rock, yeah, that was amazing. Like,
yeah.
How did that happen? Like, how did you know that was going to happen? Or, like, how did you connect to that?
I didn't know that was going to happen. I was actually in Ibiza for a group channeling event. And my host, Andrea, who I was staying with, she organized it from Stellar Folk. She told me about this rock that's close to her house. And legend has it that this rock is the tip of Atlantis. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently there's a lot of strange phenomena going on there, like UFOs are seen, and people see things in the water, like big areas of water kind of swirling. Apparently birds get disoriented, like there's some kind of, I don't know, magnetic field or energy in that spot. Something, I think I read that it's like the second strongest after the Bermuda Triangle or something. And I've never heard of this place. So she said, let's go there. It's like this little hike up there. And I was like, it sounds cool, yeah. And I'd heard other people say the energy there is very intense. You have to go and check it out. So I'd been up since like 4 o'clock in the morning or something, because I just flown that morning. I was super tired, but I wanted to go to this place. So we hiked up this little nature walkway. It's really beautiful. And as we got closer, I started kind of receiving this information, like it was communicating to me. And I was hearing, I have a message for you, I want you to channel. I have a message for you, I want you to channel. And I was like, is this a rock? A rock is talking to me? Well, now I'm really taking it to another level. And then we kind of came around this corner, and there was an opening, like a clearing in the trees. And I saw the rock. And I saw it in the sea, and it was like as if I was looking through a camera lens, you know, when you turn the lens and it zoomed in and out. And it was very trippy. I don't take drugs or anything, but I could see this rock like zooming in and out in the sea, and it was really crazy. And then when I kind of stood there, like trying to reorient myself, and when it stopped moving, I saw this face appear in the rock. And I took a photo of it, and I outlined it, and I put it in that video where I channel it, so people, maybe they can see where the face is.
So cool.
And I said to my friend, this rock, it's showing me the face, and it wants me to channel. So she said, okay, this sounds cool.
Greetings. Many of you are not aware of it, but you are not the only intelligent beings on your planet. Inside many rocks, rivers, oceans are great, powerful beings that you are not aware of because they appear in a form different to yourselves. I am one such being which exists in rock form. I speak to you as the rock with an important message. It is the reason I wish to communicate through this vessel today, because it is of utmost importance that you hear this at this time. You have reached the point in your planet which is a kind of a crossroads, and you have a decision to make as a species. Are you going to continue on the path of self-destruction and destroy your home and everything you need to live? Or are you going to bring your inner state of being back into balance, and so bring planet and all other beings back into balance? You must, this is critical, you must stop polluting your waters. You must stop destroying your rainforests. I speak on behalf of nature right now. You must recognize that other beings exist within other forms, such as this rock. And you must respect these other beings. You must respect your mountains and your trees. And your animals. You are creating a great imbalance. And it is this message of urgency that I have to share with you today, in hope that humans will open their eyes. Hello dear friends, hello. We're happy to communicate with you in this way today. We are AIKON, and we wish to share with you that which many of you are becoming aware of, that on your planet there are certain areas which are energetic hotspots. And on most of these areas have been built devices in the form of structures. You are beginning to uncover the meaning for these devices utilizing energy, and we suggest that you continue to uncover this information, and as you focus your intention and attention on doing so, you're going to reveal great secrets. Yes, great secrets are going to come forth within. We don't wish to give you a time frame because the timelines are always changing, but we feel it will not be in the too distant future, regarding the pyramids in Egypt, in particular the Sphinx, because inside the Sphinx is hidden a great secret.
Yeah, I kind of do experience a multi-dimensional world. So, you know, like seeing ghosts and looking at people and seeing past lives and information coming to me about them or their past life, or seeing auras around people, just like really feeling what people are feeling, even if they're not aware of it sometimes, like what's like deep in their system. Or I went through a phase where I was having a lot of experiences at night, seeing beings like extraterrestrials, but that's kind of calmed down a lot now, which gives me a bit more rest. So yeah, it can be intense sometimes.
What kind of beings did you see? Like you saw them just like in your mind or like in physical?
Yeah, some in really physical actually in the bedroom, which was very frightening for me at the time, and some kind of looking like holographic, like kind of semi-physical, almost like beings moving through dimensions or something like that. I don't understand all this stuff that happens, and
Wow.
maybe I'm crazy. I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was visited by Pleiadians one time, and many different races, which I believe are out there, kind of interacting with us, watching what's going on.